a good interview right here that I want to watch with you. This will be my first time seeing it, so I thought that it would be a good time to share. So, this is from Atlanta Street Interviews, and it says, so it's she's 30 years old, one child. I had a baby with my dad when I was 22 years old. Now I'm homeless. Wow, wow, wow. So this is something that I want to watch. So I hope we can watch this together.
Was what he did to me ended up happening, and it happened. I had my baby by my dad.
His wife was living there
Yes.
while he was doing this to you?
Yes.
And so when you told her, what was her response? What was her reaction? I'm gonna ask a question that the viewers are definitely gonna be pissed off at me about, but I'm gonna ask it anyway.
Go ahead.
So because I want to know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So again, when you was, let's say, 21 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was there a part of you at that point? Where's your mom in all this?
My mom, she's in Glenville, Georgia, and
So did she know that your dad was doing this to you?
she knows. She knows.
What was her
Wow.
response?
She was pissed off. She was mad. I was like, Mom,
But why does she keep sending you back there then? If he were to happen to come across this video on YouTube, what do you think his thoughts and his reactions are going to be?
He was gonna like, wow, why are you still telling the world? I'm gonna tell you the reason why I'm telling the world.
What's up, YouTube? Make sure you tap into my Instagram at Marcus the Interviewer. I'm going to be posting some exclusive content like this stuff right here that you didn't get to see on YouTube. So tap in with me on Instagram. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
Hey,
Thank
how
you
y'all
for
doing
this
today?
interview.
All right. So are you homeless?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and so how old are you?
I'm 30.
30?
Yes, sir.
And so how long have you been homeless?
I've been homeless for 3 years now.
3 years?
3 years.
What was that happened 3 years ago that caused you to become homeless?
Basically, it's like I was staying with my father, Robert Miller, in Summerton, Georgia. It was what he did to me ended up happening, and it happened. I had my baby by my dad in 2016.
wow.
I ended up being pregnant in 2016, but I had my daughter in 2017, February 5th, 2017.
You say by your dad?
Okay.
Yes, by my biological
Wow.
dad.
What?
Yes.
Wow,
Okay.
wow.
And is that your only child?
Yes, sir. That's my only one.
Okay. Wow. I didn't expect to hear that. So, okay.
Wow.
All right. So you were living with your dad,
Like,
and you ended up
subscribe.
getting pregnant by him.
Yes, sir.
How
This
long
is
had y'all
for
been having sex?
entertainment
It all started when I was 11
and
years old.
educational
He
purposes
ended up.
only.
So one summer I came down to Summerton, Georgia to spend time with him.
You say Somerville, Georgia?
This
Summerton,
is
Georgia.
my
Summerton, Georgia.
opinion.
Okay.
And I ended up spending the summer with him. So I thought it was my brother, but it was end up kind of find out it was
If I
him, because
hurt
when
your
I told
feelings,
him
I
that I felt
apologize.
like my brother
It's
had
my
touched me,
opinion,
he ain't
and
say
we're
anything. He ain't had no
watching
reaction. So
Atlanta
in my
Street
mind, okay, he
Interviews.
done did it. So afterwards, it's been happening for, I would say, about 15 years.
So hold on. So at first you thought you didn't know who it was.
Exactly.
But at some point, when did you guys start? So at first you thought you was just touched, not penetrated.
Right.
Okay.
Oh,
When
wow.
did you guys start having penetration to where you was aware that your dad was penetrating you? How old were you then?
I was 13 because I remember my first period.
Wow.
Okay. And so what happened? Like, how did y'all get to the point to where y'all were having sex?
So he
It was
didn't.
like I was just had got out of school because I was in middle school at the time. I was a sixth grader. And I was
Sixth grade.
asleep, and I was like, how when you go to sleep at night, you knocked out sleep. So my dad ended up coming in my room, waking me up, and told me to come here. So it's like I'm halfway up, halfway asleep, so I didn't know what was going on.
Right.
Until he started end up kissing on me, and then like laid me down on the floor, and like putting his thing in me, and I remember crying, trying to push him off me. But my dad is so heavy set that I couldn't push him off me. So he's like,
I'm
I
sorry,
was
I'm
still
laughing.
right there, and
He
he was
said
still
he's so
doing it.
heavy. He said,
And
oh,
it's like ever since
that's
then, it
sad.
continued. It's like I was trying to tell my stepmom, but
So he's married.
he was married. He
Oh,
was married.
And so you were
you
so
tried
his
to tell your stepmom. What your
And
stepmom
I
say?
could never.
and so
And I could never.
and so when you told her, what was her response? What was her reaction?
Right.
She like somebody, if I tell her anything, she was gonna tell him. So it's like she really didn't do nothing. And it's
Did
like,
she believe you?
I don't even think she even believed me. I even wrote a letter to my
Whoa.
godparents to let them know what was going on. She read the letter and still have not believed me. So then,
Wow.
like I said, it's been 15 years.
So okay, so I'm gonna right. So I mean, just so I can understand, right? Because I understand that you was a victim, okay, and I'm not trying to take away from that at all. But I do want to just kind of really understand. So even when you was older, let's say when you was 20, 22 years old, stuff like that. You at that point, was he forcing you to do it, or were you used to it and you guys was just doing it?
It was just, it's to the point I had got used to it, but because it's like the trauma. Cause it's like I'm still traumatized about it. I want my justice. But it's like I had my daughter between 22 and 23. So it's like between like 20, like I said, 2017. It was like I had got, it's not like you get used to something. It's like, okay, you done got used to it, but you're still trying to like find your innocence. You're trying to find who you is, but it's like at the same time, who can you tell? Who can you trust? Because if you try to go to somebody, some people won't believe you. Some people will. It's like the,
Who did believe you?
okay, I remember I was working at Subway in Summerton, Georgia. Miss Deborah, and it was like this family, this church family that I know. They end up coming in. The girl name that I knew, she used to coach my basketball team with Miss Brown, our other coach. So she ended up coming in there with some people. It's like she was like, asked me. She like, look with you. What's going on? What's wrong? Because usually when I'm at work, I'm having fun, enjoying it, and spending time with my coworkers. But that particular day, she came in like, what's wrong? So I was like, my dad ended up touching on me for a long time. I was like, it was so in me that I couldn't trust nobody to go tell. And then the fact, it just not happened to me. It also happened to my little girl. So that's why I say I want justice, because
So who does your little girl live with right now?
right now my daughter is in foster care. I ended up losing my parental rights last year in 2022.
Wow.
So you
Oh
say that
my
your dad
goodness.
did this to your daughter?
Yes, he ended
How
up.
do you know that?
She told me. My daughter literally told me herself. I did not beg her. I just asked her because one day I was riding in the car with my friend, my ex-best friend Alexis' mom, Miss Martina, and I was in the back seat with my daughter. So I was on my phone, but some told me, stop what you're doing and pay attention to Leah. So that's exactly what I did. So I stopped what I was doing. I turned to my daughter, and my daughter loved teddy bears. She ended up putting a teddy bear between her legs, but it was different. She ended up doing a little finger motion. So I stopped, looked, and I thought to myself, something happened. And I asked her, I said, Leah, did anybody touch you wrong, inappropriate, or something like that? She said yes. And I asked her, I said, who? The fear in my daughter's eyes, she did not want to say who. I asked her the same question, but I asked her in a different way. She still said yes. I said, okay. Then I said, Leah, who did it? She still wouldn't say who. So I thought to myself, I said, okay. So I asked her, I said, Leah, did Papa touch you? She said yes. To this day, the officer, Mr. Sid, that is the sheriff in Summerton, Georgia, literally I ended up letting him know. He told me these exact words. They ain't even do nothing to him. Right now, he is still out living and breathing.
So let me ask. I mean, why did you allow your daughter to stay with or go with him in the first place? If
Right.
he was doing that to
He
you
already did you.
At the
That's
time,
his daughter.
and in the moment, everything started overwhelming me. Like when I say everything started hitting me at once.
As far as what? Everything as far as what you guys have been doing?
As far as what my dad had did to me.
Right.
And then it's like me having my little girl and trying to take care of her, trying to
So it was overwhelming, and so you decided to let her stay with him?
Like for a month so I could get a break.
Well, I thought I was
get that, but let me ask, where's your mom in all this?
My mom, she's in Glenville, Georgia. And
so did she know that your dad was doing this to you?
She knows. She knows.
What was her response?
She was pissed off. She was mad. I was like, Mom,
why did she keep sending you back there then?
I was like, Mom, why get mad? When me and my other two sisters, when we was kids, she had this friend named Darryl. He ended up touching on us, but she would never believe us. So of course, when you're growing up, you would think the same thing. Because if you ain't believe us,
so basically, right, then you're not gonna believe us now. So
right. Exactly.
Damn.
I get that.
Believe your children.
Listen, I'm gonna ask a question that the viewers are definitely gonna be pissed off at me about, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. So because I want to know, right? So again, when you was, let's say, 21 years old, right? Was there a part of you at that point that enjoyed the sex?
Part of me, no, because it was like, I always thought a father figure should protect you from hurt, harm, and danger. But instead of you protecting me from hurt, harm, and danger, you end up putting me in harm's way, in danger. You didn't protect me.
And so I guess I
like
would want to know, why keep going back to him then? Why keep, why keep living with him, going back there? Why keep dealing with him at all? I'm curious,
The only time that I went back, I'm not gonna lie, it was 2018. It was for a day after Mother's Day, because I was staying with my mom at the time. I was staying with my mom and my sister and her sons. But she was going to school, and I had my baby and her little son, Amari, watching them, and I couldn't do it. So we ain't had a job or anything. So I ended up moving back home with my dad. So that way, he had a girlfriend at the time, too. So that way, I can have all the resources that I need for my child, not just for me. But
so who does your child think is his daddy?
My little girl.
I mean, who does your daughter think is her daddy?
Right now, my little girl don't know this. But it's like, part of me wants to tell her, but part of me don't want to tell her. Because of the fact it's going to traumatize her. But
absolutely. I mean, that's a tough one.
Yeah, because it's like, I don't want to see her to be so traumatized. She'll end up
ruining her life.
Right, exactly. Ruining her life.
But I mean, she's going to experience...
It's going to happen sooner or later.
Because she doesn't have a dad in her life. She's going to be wondering, well, why don't I have a daddy,
Right.
So
it's going to happen.
The father of her?
Actually, he doesn't. He really doesn't.
Well, have y'all done a DNA test or anything like that?
Let me tell you, that DNA test going to literally say 99.9 that is Robert Lee Miller.
Because, I mean, at that point, you was 22 years old. Were you having sex with anybody else?
No, it was just him.
So, at that point in your life, how many people had you had sex with?
And it was that point in time, just him.
So, at 22 years old,
your
dad was the only person that you had ever had sex with?
Yes.
Okay. And, I mean, and again, not trying to be... Not trying to be an asshole or anything like that. But you're saying that y'all used to continuously do it, but you didn't like it at all.
All.
There was no part of you that enjoyed it physically or anything like that? Okay.
Why would you
was
even
he still forcing you?
That's weird.
Even when you was 20,
you know he was.
Even when I even told him, I was like,
it
Dad,
was Stockholm syndrome.
I'm not your girlfriend. Yeah, even
PTSD or
when I told him
something,
that, he still did it. I
mental
still felt
disorder.
uncomfortable. But it's like I had
You
nowhere
can't
to
be
go.
sour.
I did not have no vehicle or anything. So
You feel like you didn't have a choice.
exactly.
If I asked your dad about all this, what would he tell me?
Knowing him, he'll probably end up speaking the truth, or he might deny it. I really can't say because it's going how he's going to reword everything.
Well, because I mean, you even said his name at the beginning of the video. So, if he were to happen to come across this video on YouTube, what do you think his thoughts, his reactions are going to be?
He's going to like, wow, why are you still telling the world? I'm going to tell you the reason why I'm telling the world. Because I want somebody to know my story. So once a person that went through the same thing, the same circumstances, same situation that I done been through, it'll help them to leave. That I want to help the young ladies, young women that been through the same thing that I've been through. I want them to tell their story. That way they can help somebody else in the same situation or circumstances they in.
I get it. As far as has there been any drug use?
Yes, I've been smoking weed.
So besides weed and alcohol.
Oh, that's about it. Weed and alcohol.
No cocaine in any form, no pills, no nothing
crack.
like that, no meth. No. Okay.
No crack.
All right. So why have you been homeless though for 3 years? So you say that this is your dad's baby. Your dad lives down in South Georgia. Sounds like. So why can't why are you out here by yourself? Why are you homeless?
I'm homeless because of the fact I'm trying to get my life together. Okay. Not just for me, I'm trying to better myself for my daughter because when that was my biggest fear, losing my daughter. I've been trying to get my family to get my daughter back.
Why did they? What was the official reasoning they gave you for why they took her?
They said that I was a unfit mother, which I love my daughter so much.
What was it about her that made them come to that conclusion?
So one day I was at work at the time. I was in class of poetry, and my sister that's next to me was watching my baby. They went to the park, but it's raining. So you know how when a baby end up a kid pees like in their pamper, and they end up getting the little rash on their legs. So the lady thought it was actually when he touched her. I was explaining to her it wasn't. It was when she peed and the pamper was stayed on her too long and it ate her skin.
Oh wow!
So she wouldn't believe me. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna let y'all think what y'all think because I know how it happened, but y'all ain't gonna hear what I have to say about it.
So when's the last time you saw your daughter?
The last time I seen my baby girl was 2019 for her 4th birthday.
Wow!
Because I did this poster for her and it said, "Happy 3rd birthday, Leah." No, happy 4th birthday, Leah. I remember that. I miss her so much. That's my little buddy. That's my love bug. My Pookie Poo.
I mean, it's been 4 years. How does that make you feel?
Oh my!
It's going on 4 years. Actually, it's going on 3 because she'll be 7 next year. It'll be like 3-4 years because my baby.
I mean, bottom line is it's been years, and so how does that make you feel?
I feel hurt, man. I'm not gonna lie. I can't eat. I can't sleep. Sometimes it is so hard because of the fact I can't touch her. I can't hug her. I can't hold her. I can't play with her. I can't even go see her if I wanted to. I can't. Because once again, my parent rights has been taken away from me. But I'm trying to fight. I'm fighting back for her. I'm trying.
Keep fighting.
So if you could give any message to your dad or tell him anything, what would you tell him?
I would tell him this. Why me, Dad? That's all I want to know. Just why me? You're your only daughter. Why did you have to do it to me out of all people?
Oh wow.
But I do want to tell you this though, that I still love you by the grace of God.
Oh wow.
From a distance. I wish you nothing but wellness, goodness in your life by God. And just stop. I love you and I forgive you.
All right, Miss. Well, look, we really appreciate you taking the time answering all of our questions. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, You have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
Oh yeah, definitely, y'all can hit me up on my Cash App at my LaShante. No, that's my Instagram. My Instagram is LaShante Design, and then my Cash
How do you
App.
spell it?
LaShante is LaShantyDesIgns. Then my Cash App is True Drip Queen. That is TRUE. Yep, True. Yep, True Queen is it? Yep, True Drip Queen. Yep, DRIP and then QUEEN, y'all.
All right.
Oh,
All right, Ms.
okay.
Well, like I say, we really
So if you
appreciate you.
all want to
And
help
definitely wish you
her
nothing but
in
the
any
best out here,
type
all
of
right?
way,
Appreciate it, man.
You make sure you have a
if
good one,
you
sweetie.
You
choose
too.
to,
All right.
All right.
then that's what it is. Oh my, I don't think she had on shoes. Okay, like, subscribe, and share. That was another powerful, powerful thank you for being out there and
When you
getting
want
the
your to disappear,
interview.